Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I want to give you guys an update on my CI crit lightning arrow slash lightning rod character, which is now level 94. We do have a total of what is it, hard to see, 1 day 18 hours played, 1 day 19. And we killed about 225,000 monsters. A pretty fresh character, but the last video was on level 88, freshly into the first day of mapping. Now we're like a couple days later, level 94, on the way to level 95. I sadly did die on this character like 3 times already, but this is when I was trying out some stuff on bossing. I think in the maps there was only 1 death and the other 2 were from bossing itself. Gear-wise, not too much has changed, honestly. There's been a small bits and pieces, as well as like upgrading my gems to higher item level. And basically, we did actually get about, I would say, like 300,000 extra DPS when everything is said and done. Let me quickly check if there was an upgrade. No, there is not. Before we're gonna go over the upgrades that I've done, mainly in the skill tree, because 6 extra levels allowed me to get like finishing all this like crit cluster, and just finishing those little bits and pieces here. We're basically I'm going with like 700k DPS on lightning arrow to like over 1 million DPS right now on the lightning arrow. We're actually gonna do some bossing showcase as well, but this is mainly focusing on a mapping build. We currently run completely bland here, about 30,000 evasion rating and like 76% movement speed in hideout. Once I start using lightning arrows, you see that the movement speed is basically ramping up, and when I then use a dodge roll, we are getting to about 102% or something like that with tailwind stacks, and wind dancer giving me up to like 38,000 evasion rating. As I said, these can be adjusted basically however you want, like adding more evasion rating, like getting more of these jewels with more evasion rating, or say like, hey, I want to have more damage, you can take like magnitude of ailments you inflict for better shocks and stuff like that, yada yada yada. Good. I did do a lot of map prepping today, so I prepared like probably 200 or 300 maps here with breaches, big quantity, big rarity, that we're gonna farm like in the upcoming days. And today I want to give you guys a nice example here with a big map, but I just kind of forgot what was the map that I wanted to showcase. I think here, Meyer map. No, not Meyer map. Surely not Meyer map. I think it was like a nice steppe or something. Just have to like figure out Hidden Grotto. I want to get like a nice map. Sea Patch is not nice. Screw that map. We have here Blooming Field with 56 quantity. But I'm gonna show you guys here. I think it was like literally next to a tower. Let me quickly see. God, I prepped so many maps today. Bloodwood Steppe. Here is a Steppe with 111% quantity. We're gonna bump in here the Horror Order, which is obviously the kind of like maps that I'm farming. Quant, rarity, additional rare monsters on the Delirium. And this should give you guys a good example on how these maps are playing like. And after that, we most likely, I should have done a breach before, because I don't really want to loot the entire map while, you know, I'm recording. Because honestly, like, you run the map like 10 minutes and, not even 10 minutes, but the looting part is like, takes way longer than the actually killing the map. So I'm gonna try to do it quickly. I'm basically just gonna pick up divine orbs if they drop, and then just leave the map. So basically, I'm focusing heavy here on the additional arrows. We have 1 arrow from the lightning arrow itself, then we have +1 from the Deadeye Ascendancy, and then I have a +3 bow, which means it's a dual string blow with the implicit +1 arrow, and I rolled onto it a +2 arrow as well. So I have 5 arrows with lightning arrow +4, makes the clear pretty ridiculous. And I think this is like, in my opinion, like the best mapping build, in my opinion. Like, I don't know, like, what could be better than just moving very, very fast with like 200% rarity or whatever I've got right now with Herald of Ice, Chain Explosions. It is just very, very enjoyable, in my opinion, to run that. Obviously, there is like this Blink, Auto Bomber, Spark kind of like build. You have the Attribute Stacker, but all of these builds, I still enjoy this one a lot more, because it's just, hands down, it's a 1-button build with insane clear with the lightning arrow. As you see, once the chain reaction goes off, it just, you're killing it so fast, it's crazy. And I'm actually playing this with speed breaches, which means my breaches close and open like 30% faster, but therefore have more density. And since I have so much movement speed, I can allow myself to do that. Let me actually pick up the Stellar Amulet, because Stellar Amulets are... Dude, what are Stellar Amulets right now? Like 125 exalts or something, or even more than that. Like, prices are going completely crazy right now. I think Divine Ops... Oh, there is one. That is number 6 or 7 today. Like, I don't know if you logged in lately, but holy shit. Like, Divines are up like 310 exalts or something. Mirrors are up to like 580 Divines or something. It's completely absurd. I don't know what's going on, but the value of exalts is pretty much like insanely going down. Oh, there is another Divine Orb. Makes it 2 in this map. See? All you need to do is roll your maps properly, get some nice tablets in, and there is all your currency. And I made a video about how to, what my mapping strategy is. You can find this on my channel. I think it's like titled How to Make Currency in Path of Exile, where I go over the how to set up your towers, what tablets to use, you know, all these kind of things. And I think this is like, this helped actually out a lot of people when it comes to the making currency in maps. And yeah, I'm still farming the same strategy as I posted back in the day, because I think it's just like the most enjoyable way of farming is like high density maps with lots of loot and so on and so forth. And lots of Divine Orb drops, obviously. The only downside is the hilarious amount of splinters that you have to pick up, because we're running this with breaches, with high quant rarity. We're running this with Simulacrum splinters. Not only breach splinters, it's also Simulacrum splinters to pick up. But they sell quite well. I think like Breachstones are up to, I think like 200 exalts per piece. Simulacrum, I think like 170, 180 or something like that. And I was wondering, why are actually Simulacrums cheaper than breaches? And I think I found the reasoning for that. I think there's a lot of people are now farming towers with Dali to just farm mass splinters, because towers apparently don't disappear. So you would just farm the map, and once you reach the tower, the end, like when you click on the tablet, you basically just go out and go in again with another map, and you just continue farming towers, yeah, basically with your daily things, and just like loot the splinters, you know. And this could be that the price of simulacrums gone down insanely, but that also means that farming simulacrums are going to be way more profitable. But as you see on the mapping aspect, super speedy build, insane clear speed. But as I said before, I picked up my 2 divines, but that's pretty much it. And the stellar amulet, I'm not going to bother with any more loot here. And for the sake of the video, I'm just going to close this map, and we're going to go into the bossing aspect. I've done maybe like 5 bosses, so I'm not good at these bosses whatsoever. But at the end of the day, my build should be able to do is I do need a Chief's Torment, though, for activating my Cast on Shock setup. Let me see, I surely have like breaches over here, like this one, for the showcase. So, where is this Realm Gate? Over here. So this is now basically Xesht T4, and basically, sorry if I'm gonna fail this one, because, you know, I'm not really good at bossing, because I barely ever do those. But in the end of the day, what you're gonna do is you disable your heralds, and you enable the Cast on Shock, and this is basically a single target, and then you have like your rotation where you put down like your orb, put down your conductivity, and just hammer away your lightning rods, and then in the end of the day, you have a chain reaction going on with the Cast on Shock spawning lightning, like ball lightnings, and the ball lightnings will trigger the lightning rods, and this should be some insane DPS. But as I said, I focus primarily on mapping with this build, even though it can do all the Uber boss as well, because of this like insane damage that Lightning Rod can deliver. But in the end of the day, as I said, I did not really focus on getting the most optimal damage setup on my Lightning Rod, but like I just don't do bosses, so I never really bother with it. I do have it for, let's say if there is some like 100% more Monster Life T16 bosses or something, based on modifiers, you know, if they have like extra ally res or something, they can become quite tanky. So that's when I swap into my lightning arrow setup, but Cozy's Omniphobia or anything that lasts my lightning arrow, which barely ever happens, you know, I just Orb of Storms and then just shoot down my lightning rods, no conductivity needed, no nothing, like no cast on shock, because I have so much damage already, but this is only a fraction of what you could technically reach if you would build this like with mirrored tier gear, so I'm not having any mirrored items whatsoever. But if you know, have a big pockets, you know, and you would min-max this build, you could definitely go for like 100% Adorned, you know, scale quiver effect and critical hit damage, and then go for a mirrored bow, mirrored quiver and stuff like that, and you would basically quadruple the damage, maybe even 5 times the damage on what I currently have. But yeah, let's see if I'm actually able to do this boss. I hope so, because I'm always like fucking up this like mana potion drinking and stuff, because I think maybe with Chief Torment it's okay, because I think it gets naturally scaled with my Ingenuity belt. So double breach ring, so now we're at the boss, we disable the Herald and basically put in cast on shock with the ball lightning and impetus. What do we have? Energy retention, inspiration, deceleration, and we're gonna put in my put in no, god damn it. Wait, can I port out here? I can't. Well, this is unfortunately because I don't have enough decks now. God damn it. So I lost the one map, but now I cannot use this one. Alchemy Orb. I cannot. Shit. Well, I guess we do it without the ring now. So that means I'm gonna run dry. Oh, it's actually bad showcase, but whatever. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, you're just like completely running dry as soon as the chain reaction goes off. Yeah, now I have the issue that I'm out of mana and I don't have a mana flask anymore. That is unlucky showcase, I would say. What am I supposed to do now? Just wait? I guess we just run circles. Okay, can we get some damage out now? I need some mana. Unlucky. Wait, we're almost there. We're almost there. Sir, can you please... Dude, how much life does he have? Negative? Okay, there you go. But this is the thing, if... It's actually not even bad that this actually happened, because usually with my Chief's Torment ring, I wouldn't have ran and I would have killed him in the first like 3 seconds or something. But since I ran and I wasted kind of like my mana flask, this is like, yeah. But basically, you gain mana back when you hit an enemy, and this basically gets scaled with the Ingenuity, and then yeah, you just kill the boss where he stands, and that's about it. It was just like so unfortunate that I don't have enough dexterity once I equip my ring, because this breach ring has dexterity. So what I needed to do is basically convert some of these intelligence nodes back into dexterity so I can showcase this better. But in the end of the day, you saw when you have like a lot of movement speed, how easy it becomes to dodge these abilities. You don't need to dodge roll, you just run circles and that's about it. Good, let's take a look on the differences here. And now I actually want to do a boss without with the Chief's Torment ring, but doesn't really matter. So, what did change? Let's pull those two POBs side to side so you see basically the changes. So this left side here is the old version with level 88. This one is the new version with level 94. And you see like from 700k to 1 point something million. Config-wise, I think I already explained that, because there is a bunch of like support gems and stuff not missing, same as the heroic strategy. Rage is not working, far shot ascendancy is not working, movement speed from the skill tree shouldn't be working because of Queen of the Forest, long shot is not working, and so on and so forth. But I explained all of that in my previous video that goes over the mechanics of the build, and so on and so forth. So if you want to find out more, this is more about the update, what changes have I done. And basically, yeah, I fixed my resistance, so that is something, mainly because of this breach ring. So this has like flat evasion rating. This is like my best thing, because I don't get to have a lot of evasion rating to scale the Queen of the Forest. So we do get a bunch of like percent evasion rating from the intelligence scaling from the keystone of the heroic tragedy. But if you don't get a lot of flat evasion, all these, like, even if you have like 1000% increased evasion, if you have like only like 100 flat evasion, you know, it's not going to scale that well. So we get some flat evasion from the Queen of the Forest, obviously, then from the Expert Feathered Tiara, which is like an energy based helmet, but thanks to the Subterfuge Mask, we get 2 evasion rating per 1 max ES, right? Which makes this helmet not only a 450S helmet, but also a 904 flat evasion rating helmet. But then the next best thing is you're gonna get T1, or the highest tier, I think T9 evasion rating, and put on defensive modifiers, getting up to like almost 300 flat evasion rating. And in the best case, I would love to have this ring twice. I think I bought this today for 15 divines or something, so it's not that insane. And yes, I know 15 divines is more than most people have ever seen in their entire PoE life, but in the end of the day, this is a high-end build. I was about to say high-end budget build, but, you know, budget still means low budget, high budget, so in the end of the day, it is an end-game build. So basically, I would like to have this ring twice. My other ring here just has like, this is like perfect suffixes with rarity, all attributes res, but this one we have like no damage whatsoever, a little bit of mana, which is not completely useless, but I think I needed the res over here, otherwise I would have also gone the defensive catalyst for extra evasion rating. So best case scenario, find another one of these, and then, or just got a Calandra's Touch, but the problem is Calandra's Touch is like 500 divines or something, and this ring is like 15 divines, so why would you copy a 15 divines ring? But they are really, really rare. Basically has double rarity, evasion rating, dex, ally res, and some flat cold damage. The thing though is, about the dexterity, it doesn't really matter if there is intelligence on there or dexterity, because as you see over here, I have a lot of dex nodes here on the start going up until like this jewel, and then the rest are like intelligence nodes, right? So if this ring would have intelligence instead of dexterity, I would just make a lot of like these int nodes back to dexterity. If it would be higher dexterity, I would start converting my dex nodes into intelligence, just so I have 225 to have the next breakpoint of the Falcon technique, as well as the Hands of Wisdom and Action, basically, with the 4% increased attack speed per 25 dexterity. The rest I try to go with intelligence, because intelligence gives me flat damage, as well as my movement speed from the keystone over here. Jewels, I swapped out a few of those, and now I think all of these rare jewels, besides one magnitude here, they do have the same principle. It's quiver effect, critical hit chance, critical hit damage, plus evasion rating. And oh boy, be careful divining those, because you can get very, very unlucky. I mean, honestly, all I want to have is the quiver effect on 15, right? And the roll range is 5 to 15, means it's a 1 out of 11 divines to hit the 15, you know? And on my last jewel, I think I spent like 67, 68 divines hitting 15% quiver effect one single time. So yeah, I'm wasting a lot of currency with my divining things, but, you know, it is what it is. I wouldn't say it's end of league, but we're so far, like, the prices are going crazy every single day. More and more people are quitting and just waiting for the first league of Path of Exile 2, or finally a Path of Exile league, because Settlers League is lasting since forever, more or less. And yeah, I just hope myself that something new will come up shortly, but at the moment, I'm just like farming, trying to min-max this build to the high heavens, and also farming a lot of currency to get some more gambles going. I'm currently saving up 50 million gold for another gold Alba gamble, And then at some point I'm gonna realize, okay, I'm done with PoE 2, so I'm gonna sell everything, probably get like a couple mirrors out of it, and then just gamble everything away. But this is something in the future project, because as long as I don't know when the next league is gonna hit, I just don't want to really stop Path of Exile 2, because I don't play any other games right now. So as soon as I say PoE 2, I'm done for now until the next league hits. I don't have anything to play until it, you know, so that's why I'm just trying to keep on farming, try to min-max everything, and then at some point we still gonna, like, call it the early access for the first patch. Path of Billing link is in the description below, as always. And yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.